Get a dance, have a stance, make a move, have a plan. Master man, feel the groove, do a dance. On the land, this a tune as you choose. Gallivant.
What is good, YouTube? It's your boy KingDow. Today we're here with another special music video breakdown. Today we're going to be breaking down the last music video off of the KSC project that I did with my boys Emanuel Brown and Sarey Savy, and that is 90's R&B.
Damn, it's been a long time coming.
90's R&B was super fire. It was actually, just to give you guys a quick backstory, a lot of the songs off the KSC project, some were like they're all collaborative, but there were certain songs where one of us would be the one leading the writing for this one, and then everyone else would be following. So for example, Pray was me, and so I came up with the concept for Pray, and then Sarey and E followed. Expensive, You Fake AF were concepts Sarey came up with that E and I followed, and then Moves was a concept E came up with that we followed. In this instance, 90's R&B was one for Sarey. Just to give you guys like kind of like an idea of how all of our styles are different, and maybe it can start to make sense. Like, oh, this sounds like this person came into this idea and everyone came to this world. Sarey has a very mainstream, very pop style R&B alternative style of sounding with his writing, and you can hear that in his music. And so when it came to KSC, E and I had to learn how to adapt to that. You know, E has a very neo soul, hip hop, R&B style of writing and putting his music together, which you can hear on Moves, on that hook.
Riding a wave, feeling like I'm brand new, foot on the gas.
And then myself, you know, as I call my music, genre transcending, is very alternative world style, trap elements, reggae elements. You know, I'm a musician, so I grew up listening to all types of music, so you can hear that. And just like, I don't even like rap or sing like a regular artist. Like, it's very I have a very melodic way of doing things, and I call my music chanting as well. Like, you can hear that in Pray, right? I wanna rise, pray for the ones who died, hear my cry. You know what I'm saying? So that's where my stuff comes in. And yeah, so 90's R&B, right? You know, Sarey likes a lot of guitar in his music, and so there's a lot of guitar elements in 90's R&B when he brought it to us. That's a beat that we got off Kid Ocean. Sarey came up with the idea of the hook and everything. He brought it to E and I. And full transparency, this is my least favorite song off the project. Yes, it is. I like the song. It's not a bad song. I like all the songs we've done. There's not one song I come to this like I don't ever want to perform this or have anything to do with this song. I like all the songs we did, but this is my least favorite one. Not normally my type of style. You know, being that emotional with certain stuff. Like, I can be emotional in my music, but it's like I'm very particular in the sounds I like. More minory, dark elements. You know, you can ask my boy Crazy Mac. You know, and if you listen to KingDow, that's very important. Link down below. But yeah, so yeah, this forced me to just try different, to tap into different parts of myself that I normally wouldn't do, and it turned out great. You know, E didn't have any issues. Obviously, you know, E likes this type of music as well, contemporary R&B. So, but yeah, it was dope. What was dope about this process for this whole project anyway was that it forced all of us to like tap into different parts of our artistry, get used to hearing different sounds, and learn how to be tolerant of each other. And I mean, we already are fans of each other, so it was easy to open mind when we did all this. Because if neither of us, the three of us, didn't have any open mindedness when we came into this project wouldn't have been able to work. So yeah, I'm grateful to those guys. Shout out to my boy Sarey Savy and Emanuel Brown. But anyways, we put the song together. And then when it's time to make the music video, because the project was already out, according to Sarey, he was starting to notice that 90's R&B was starting to get a lot of love. And so he brought that to me and E's attention. And we're like, okay. And mind you, so Sarey already had 2 music videos from the project under his YouTube belt. He had Expensive and he had You Fake AF. I had Pray. E didn't have one. And so my argument was that we should make a music video for Moves, because that's the one E led, and he has yet to have a music video on his channel. But they want to, you know, go for a vote, and Sarey, I think, had the idea. Either Sarey or E had the idea that we should run a poll. Actually, now I think about it, it was E. Had an idea to run a poll on our Instagrams, and just to see how fans were feeling about the songs. And so each of us all ran a poll. And at the end of it, 90s R&B came on top. That's the one that people wanted to see a music video for. And so that's the one we went ahead with, and we all agreed that we would put on E's channel when it came time. So we came up with the idea, and E, he went ahead and he reached out to people who had, well, first off, before we even did that, I think, Sarey had the idea that this is going to be like 90s themed, and we wanted to have a bunch of cars in it. We wanted to have a bunch of people, all this type of stuff for the music video. So E went ahead and reached out to like a connection that he had to put together to get a bunch of cars in it. And I'm forgetting the name, starts with an M. I think it's Matt, something like that. If you guys remember, or E, if you're in here, if you remember, just leave a comment, drop a comment down below in the premiere and or in the comments, because the name escapes me. But shout out to the car crew from Seattle that helped us to put this together. We shot it in Seattle. Shot it in we shot in 2 different locations. We shot in this one part of Seattle near Dairy Queen that I can't remember, and then we shot it also in Alki Beach area, which is where I shot my first music video, which is what I'm not gonna tell you. Leave a comment down below if you remember. But yeah, where I shot my first music video. It was dope. You know, we got a bunch of cars, really cool, different colors, white. We're talking like old school vintage cars, really cool stuff. Shout out to all the people that came there. Shout out to Razclot, he was there. Shout out to some of our biggest fans, Cassie and Annalise, who were also in the music video. You see them in the shots with me, you know, on the orange ice cream car. It was fire. It was really dope. It was a very hot day. I think we shot this in August. And shout out to my boy Q. Shout out to Q, Quinton, who shot this music video for us. We shot out in the sun, and when he was working on the editing process, like he color graded it to make it look like it's like an old 90s type of music video, kind of like a SoCal type of vibe. You know, I'm wearing a purple bomber and a purple bucket hat. I had a tank top on that had like kind of like spacey colors on it. E was wearing like an all white outfit, looking like Trey Songz. You know, it's kind of funny. And then Sarey had like a black outfit on too. He had like a kind of like that old 90s like black type of bomber jacket style, and he was wearing shorts. Yeah, it was dope. You know, we had shots of me dancing like with cars around me. You know, E and Sarey chilling in some cars. You know, we have, we're walking towards the camera, and we had 3 cars driving behind us. It was crazy. A lot of chaos trying to make sure cars were out of the way so we could get the right, the perfect, angle for these, to get the 3 cars behind us as we were walking. As the sun was coming down, we had shots of with the car lights on a little bit in different areas. We also shot on the dock. I shot on the dock of Alki Beach. Yeah, it was dope. It was a long day of shooting. I think we started at noon and we went till 6 or 7. It took all day to get all the shots that we wanted. It sucks because I think we're supposed to have a lot more people that came that literally didn't hit up. The leader, whose name escapes me, starts with M. Shout out to you. I think 10-15 people finally wanted to come out to the shoot, and by that time it was too late. But it was cool though, because we still were able to get the point across. We were still able to execute the way that we wanted, and it looked great and it was dope. And people, I think that's the most comments he's gotten under his YouTube videos. And I tried to when we were doing the premiere. I was at my girlfriend's house and I was trying to get more people into the premiere, and I was having trouble because there's internet issues. But organically, I think we had 10 to 12 people who just naturally came to the premiere, and none of us promoted it. So we promoted the video premiering and all that stuff, but we didn't use any other marketing tools to get people to watch the premiere. And so that's just a testament to when you make something that really speaks to people, what it can do and how people can just naturally gravitate towards the project that you're doing. So shout out to Sarey Savy again, who had the foresight, the same way he had the foresight to make Expensive, to You Fake AF, to hitting an editorial, to wanting to the KSC project, and again for this 90s R&B music video, having the foresight to understand that this was the song that we needed to make a music video for. And he was right. It did really well, and that's a song that when we perform it, that goes crazy, that people love. And the ways that we've done it, it was amazing. It was more than I can ask for. And again, I'm thankful to have those guys as brothers, as collaborators, to make something this great. So that was the 90s R&B music video. You know, you guys can check out, like, we have different like behind the scenes stuff that we've done for it on our Instagrams and you know, different YouTube shorts, and then the video itself, which was killer, you know. So thank you guys for listening. This was the last music video on KSC to wrap up that project. And you can follow the team down below: Sarey Savy, Emanuel Brown, myself. You know, shout out to everyone who was a part of this. Shout out to Q, who shot the music video. You can follow him down below. And shout out to my team that helps me make these music video breakdowns possible: Crazy Mac behind the camera, and TJ, who's been editing every single video up until this point. I want to say thank you, and thank you guys, the viewer, for watching, coming to the premieres, dropping comments, giving suggestions, giving feedback, and just like being a part of this community. So I love you guys. Until next week, this has been your boy KingDow. I'll see you next time.